The CrossFit Open 2024 is coming up in less than a month, and I am 100% absolutely not ready. For some of you who don't know my story, the way that I found out about CrossFit is I was perusing YouTube and I came across a video from a company called Pure Pharma about an athlete named Lauren Fisher, and she was doing all these crazy workouts on YouTube. And I like handstand push-ups and just the endurance and strength and all these things combined into one. And I remember thinking like, wow, I don't think I could ever do that in my life, but I would love to try it. At that point, I was just kind of going to the gym either before or after work, trying to get a pump on, trying to lose a little bit of weight, stay on the cardio, and just try to be a relatively healthy version of myself. At that point, I had just lost like 40 pounds and I was just trying to stay healthy there. But then when I saw that there was so much more that you could do with your body, I wanted to try. It was something that excited me, challenged me, and made me want to push forward. So I probably started Open sometime in 2016. By that point, the CrossFit Open had already ended, but the games were coming along, and so I watched CrossFit Games, and I had no clue what I was watching. On YouTube, there was all these Road to the Games and all these things with all these athletes. Fast forward 2017 for the Open, I do my first Open workout, and it was hard. I think that was like the dumbbell Open or whatever. The first workout was just dumbbell snatches and burpee box jump overs, and it was terrible. But after that, I kept at it and I wanted to get better and better and better. So the next year in the Open, if you look at like the grand percentage of things, my percentage got a little better. The next year in the Open, my percentage got a little bit better. In 2019, I had my best finish where I finished within the top 10% of athletes in the entire world. And that was something that I thought was really cool, that I was up there in the top 10%. The year following 2019 was the year we all know and love to hate, 2020. And when everything shut down, I shut down as well. My discipline went out the window. I had no motivation to work out from home. We had really no equipment. We were borrowing equipment from the gym. We bought like a horse stall mat and we had a kettlebell, and I just was not able to keep it going, and I started gaining weight pretty steadily. 2021, 2022, 2023. In that time, I have my daughter, Ryan. She's 3 years old. Then, you know, just a couple months ago, I had my son, Oliver. I just kind of allowed life to keep it busy, kind of keep me away from going to the gym. Also during that time, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder by a psychiatrist, and so I started going on antidepressants. This was just a hard season, and I know that a lot of people have had that hard season. I just was shocked that it hit me so hard. The Opens came and went, and I just decided not to sign up for them because I knew that I wasn't in the position where I used to be. And then with the 2023 Open, I'm trying to harness some energy within the gym, so I signed up for that one even though I didn't want to. And I mean, I went as easy sandbag as you possibly can. They did like the shuttle run workouts, and I'm just kind of jogging each one because I'd rather get to the thruster afterwards. I mean, it was just not, mentally I was not in the game, and I think I finished within like 50% or something like that. The 2024 Open is coming up, and I have not been consistent enough to land as high as I have in the past. But that is not going to stop me from signing up. I actually already have signed up for the Open, and that is not going to stop me from wanting to do my best. About December of 2023, I kind of felt like something shifted in my brain where I finally was ready to get back on the horse. I felt like I was able to finally want to pursue fitness. I was ready to put some disciplines in order, to wake up early if I have to stay up late if I have to get fitness as a priority, because I want to be able to do things with my kids as they continue to grow up. And I want to feel good myself. I don't want to feel like I am just constantly gaining weight and becoming more sedentary and more sore and more constricted. I want to feel like as I continue to grow, I grow well. Every time I look back at the workouts that I accomplished in 2018 and 2019, I just laugh. I know there's no way that I'm gonna hit that right now. I mean, I had like a 6-minute Karen. I had a 3.5-minute Fran, less than 4 minutes. And right now, like, I'm not in that place. And I don't know, honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get back to that level of fitness, but that doesn't stop me from wanting to become the best person that I can be. The Open is this, it's you versus you. If you can do better than you did just yesterday, then you're making progress forward. And for me, that's what I have to kind of remember, because it is so easy to be discouraged. I am not nearly, my current body positioning and the way that I look is worse than my original before pictures before I had lost my weight and gotten fit the first time. So I am in the hole. I am in negative as far as it comes to weight, body composition, etc., etc. But that's not gonna stop me, because I did it before. And I did it before once by just being consistent and by showing up. And that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna be consistent so that I am able to move, that I'm able to grow well with my kids, so that I'm able to feel good about myself. These are all things that are super important, and that I would encourage you for you. I mean, if you're feeling like you don't know if you wanna do the CrossFit Open, if CrossFit is something that you're regularly doing, then I would encourage you to do it.
He's so cute.
Hey.
Ain't as good as we want.
So what is the Open? The Open is an online competition hosted by CrossFit headquarters, and basically they release a workout once a week for 3 weeks. So this year it'll be 24.1, 24.2, 24.3. If they follow what they've done in past years, one of the workouts might be a 2-part. So then you might see like a 24.3 and then 24.4, 24.3A, 24.3B, something along those lines. But basically these workouts get released at the same time, and then they have a deadline at the same time, and everyone around the world completes the same workout with the same weights, and they just see where they stack up. And again, this isn't about becoming the best of the best, and for some people it is. For some people, they're gonna move on to the next level, and then they're gonna move on to the next level and into the games. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to have a baseline, so where when next year I do this again, I can judge where I was before and see how I'm growing, how I didn't grow, what I can improve on, what I did not improve on. It's a good litmus test to see where you are. And if you're afraid of doing it because you don't want to end up in a worse place than you did before, maybe that's a good mental litmus test, that you're focusing on way too many other elements. You're not just focusing about being the best person that you can be this year, which is definitely what I have been doing. I'm not looking forward to the Open this year. I'm not looking forward to the wonderful feelings that you feel after all these workouts, but I am looking forward to having it written down, putting my mind to finishing something, and even if it's hard, doing it anyway, and overcoming that, and joining with my fellow community at the gym in this shared suffering and in these workouts. And so I hope that's something you consider as well. I know that I will be recording the open workouts. I will be putting them up on the internet for you guys to see and enjoy my suffering. I hope that you're encouraged that you don't need to be the best. You just show up and give your best, and then do that again and again and again. And if your best is 50% that day, then that's what your best is that day. But just continually show up and give what you can give, and over the long haul, you will see consistent change. All right, so this one was a little bit different of a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm excited for what's gonna happen with this channel. I don't know exactly what it will be, but I'm excited for what will happen. I am trying to build out my garage to be some form of studio in some way. Right now it is a very dirty, once was garage gym, now just a hodgepodge of baby toys and old broken stuff and just what we don't know where to put. We throw it in the garage. So trying to make some organization out of this. Hopefully this will eventually cool and turn into some form of cool studio. But until then, we will see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching.